Hello guys, how are you? Let us color and hear the most beautiful stories. Do not forget to subscribe and like the video. Once upon a time, in a distant land, there was a little penguin named Peepo. Peepo was a kind and brave penguin who loved exploring the world around him, and he had many exciting adventures. One day, Peepo decided to explore the world beyond the South Pole, where he was born and raised. While wandering, he found a small torn map beside one of the caves. It seemed intriguing to him, so he decided to embark on his new adventure and follow the map to see what the cave held. After hours of walking and climbing, Peepo arrived at the entrance of the mysterious cave. He cautiously entered it, discovering dark passages and rooms filled with puzzles and challenges. Peepo continued his exploration bravely until he reached a small room illuminated by a faint light. There, he found a glowing treasure next to a small watermelon. Of course, the little penguin was not interested in the treasure but in the watermelon that came with it. He was very hungry after his long adventure. Peepo rejoiced at the watermelon and decided to keep the treasure to bring it back home and share it with his beloved friends. After Peepo finished his adventure, he returned to his home in the South Pole and shared his adventure story with his friends, telling them about the treasure he found. Then, they opened the treasure together and discovered wonderful and valuable things. And so, Peepo and his friends lived beautiful adventures full of tales, discovering that small things like the delicious watermelon could be more valuable than unlimited treasures. Thanks for watching. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a hungry cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was a stray cat who roamed the cobblestone streets in search of food every day. Whiskers had once been a beloved pet, but circumstances had changed, and now he found himself wandering the alleys and backyards, his stomach growling with hunger. One chilly evening, As the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Whiskers found himself feeling particularly famished. He had searched high and low, but every trash can and every corner seemed devoid of any sustenance. As he trudged along, his ears perked up at the sound of laughter and chatter emanating from a cozy little cottage. Peeking through the window, Whiskers spotted a family gathered around a table laden with a delicious feast. His mouth watered at the sight of succulent roast chicken, steaming mashed potatoes, and golden corn on the cob. Oh, how he longed to sink his teeth into such a meal! With his stomach rumbling louder than ever, Whiskers summoned up his courage and approached the cottage door. He gave a timid meow, hoping someone inside would take pity on a hungry cat. To his surprise, the door creaked open, revealing a kind-faced woman with gentle eyes. "Well, hello there, little one," she said, bending down to pet Whiskers. "Are you hungry?" Whiskers meowed in response, his eyes pleading for food. The woman smiled and disappeared into the kitchen, returning moments later with a bowl filled with leftover scraps from their dinner. "Here you go, sweetheart," she said, placing the bowl in front of Whiskers. "I hope you enjoy it." With a grateful purr, Whiskers dug into the food, savoring every morsel. As he ate, he couldn't help but feel a warm glow spreading through his belly, not just from the food, but from the kindness of the woman who had taken him in. From that day forward, Whiskers visited the cottage regularly, and each time, he was greeted with a hearty meal and a friendly pat on the head. And though he may have been a stray cat, he knew that he was never truly alone as long as there were kind souls willing to lend a helping hand.